What up, what up, what up? What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, fellas? What's going on, man? Got a little update. No upgrade, but an update. That's right. That's right. You damn right. That's my little homie Slash right there. This is a badass motherfucker right there, man. This is the car that got me back into the hobby, boys. This is the bad boy that got me back into the hobby. I bought this shit like maybe, I don't know, like 6 months ago, 7 months ago. I picked up the Slash. I burnt out the stock ESC when I put the 18-tooth pinion on it. So I said, you know what? Let me go out there and get something bigger. So we got this bad boy in there. 1515 Castle motor, 220 kV with a Mamba Monster 2 ESC in there. And this bad boy flies, yo. This shit is nasty. I'm running a 18-tooth pinion, which came with the motor. I also have a 22-tooth pinion, which I didn't try out yet. I mean, I think 22 is just too fast. This thing flies on 3S. I tried it on 6S and it's just a little too fast on 6S. I think on 6S this thing will hit speeds of about probably 100 miles an hour, man. If I could keep it on the ground, this thing is stupid fast. I was working on it the last couple of days, putting it back together and shit. You know, I broke some parts on it. I broke the front bumper, as you can see. I'm gonna order a RPM bumper in the front and the back. And I think I'm gonna spend a couple of, I'm gonna spend another 150 bucks on this thing, upgrade some shit. I put a Techno drive shaft in there. I got the Proline, yeah, we got the Proline shocks in here. And, you know, I upgraded this thing. This thing cost me about $1,000 between the charger and the two 3S 5000 milliamps Traxxas batteries. Probably got about a G-Note laying in this car, maybe a little bit more. I switched out the spur gear on this. I put a good spur gear on it. I forgot the name of the company that makes it, but it's a steel spur gear. The stock one was plastic. Also got to get aluminum motor mount for this bad boy. I'm gonna hook this thing up, man. Get it ready for the summer. Get it ready for the spring, I mean. And yeah, man, I love this thing. I had so much fun with this thing. I took it out a couple of days ago. 2 days ago I was playing with it. I forgot how much fun this thing was. It's so fast, man. This thing is nasty, man. I love this thing. Yeah, man, I'm gonna put a couple more bucks into it, hook it up. I put this aluminum piece here myself and shit, you know, give it a little bit more rigidity, because this fucking thing flexes every time I hit something. The whole chassis flexes. Alright, enough about the little Slash. Love this little thing. I love that little guy right there. Back to the beast, man. I got the car, got everything up and running. I tested it out, the servos, man, everything's working good. These servos are fucking awesome, guys. I love these servos. The fact that the servos are digital, and now I have a digital radio right here. This radio is fucking awesome, guys. This radio is awesome. Definitely worth 99 bucks or 100 bucks, whatever this thing cost me. The fact that I could zero these servos out to, to what I need is awesome. I couldn't do that with my old servos and my old radio, but with this thing, I could, I could dial it in just, to what I need to. Let's say, for example, the extension on the servos, I could fuck around with that too. So this way the servos don't extend all the way out or in, because when I do that on the old one, it would bend the plastic here because it was just too much, and I couldn't adjust that shit with my old remote and the servos because they weren't digital servos, But now I got this thing zeroed into the way I need it, and I finally got brakes on this fucking thing. That's right, these servos, man, they stop this car a lot better than the old ones, man. They stopped this thing a lot better, guys. Hold on, let me turn this fucking thing on. Yeah, I love the fact that I could, zero these servos in, man. I love that shit, man. This is pretty cool, man. Love it. Love it, man. I highly recommend this servo for the steering, guys. I don't know about the, you really don't need it for the throttle and the brake, but I like it because it gives me good brakes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I can also make this, I can make this, also adjust the speed of the servos itself. You know what I mean? I can make them go slow. I can make them go fast, which is pretty fucking awesome. What else? Yes, the carburetor, guys. I am getting in there, man. I'm learning about this carburetor little by little, how to tune it in, what you're here for, what you look for and shit. You know what I mean? So I'm messing around with the carb, man. I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. I'm gonna be a pro. Maybe another month from now, I'll be a carburetor pro, guys. Watch me. Watch that shit, man. I'll be a carburetor pro pretty soon. It's not complicated. You just gotta know what you're here for and what you're here for and what you look for. Like, for example, when the car is running a little too rich, like I can hear the motor. It sounds like it's drowning in water. You know what I mean? It's like it sounds like it's gargling when I give it too much, when it's too rich. And at the same time, I can see a lot of oil coming out of the fucking out of the pipe and shit. You can see the oil coming out. It's spitting out oil when it stays on the ground and shit. And when I'm tuning it, if it's too rich, you can see the oil spitting out of the fucking thing. So yeah, you know, I'm learning how to tune the car, man. I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. It's not that complicated at all. But back to the servos, man. I have nothing but good things to say about these servos, guys. These servos are freaking awesome. Definitely worth $105. I bought a aluminum servo arm, guys. Hold on, let me get them out. I bought aluminum servo arms for this car. It was actually one of the first upgrades that I did on this car. The XCR aluminum servo arms. Where the fuck are they? Let me see. Got so much shit in here. Yeah, I can't even find them. Anyway, you guys know which servo arms I'm talking about, the aluminum ones. The fucking things, you know, I paid $36 for this one, and the other one was $20 for the steering. Now this thing, I tried to put them on the high-tech 805 MG servos, they would not fit. I tried to put them on the King motor servos, they would not fit. Try to put them on these servos, it would not fucking fit. And I'm getting frustrated here because I just wasted $60, you know what I mean? It was $56. By the time I paid for shipping just to get them over here, that was $60. To me, it was a waste of money right there. So I don't know what to do with these things. Obviously, I can't send them back. But the good thing is that DDM gave me a free, you know, every time you buy one of these servos, they give you two servo horns with it. You know what I mean? I got this one and they give you the double one for the double steering and shit. So I'm running with the DDM servo horn. Before that, I was running the plastic ones with the King motor because, you know, obviously these fucking things wouldn't fit. So I was running the plastic ones. The problem with the plastic ones is every time I hit the car hard enough, you know, I hit the front wheels on something, the plastic one would strip out. You know what I mean? It fucking really sucked. So I went through them like once a month. I would have to change out the plastic one. The good thing is about the plastic one is it only costs $2. You know what I mean? I bought like 3 or 4 of them and shit like that. Yesterday when I was testing out the car, I broke a dog bone in the front, which I never ever broken a dog bone in the front. But yeah, I broke a dog bone yesterday. And guess what? I ordered 2 dog bones last Monday. I had 1 left. I had 1 spare. So, and I bought another 2. So I said, you know, I'll have 3 of them, let them run around. And guess what? I broke one like maybe 24 hours later after getting my other 2. So now I'm down to 2 dog bones. I got 2 spares left. I might have to order another, I'm probably going to order another 4 for the summer and shit. You know, for the spring, I mean. What else, guys? What else am I missing? Yeah, man. Digital radio and digital servos, bro. That's the way to go, guys. I'm telling you, man. That's the way to go, man. I would never go back to anything less than that. I would never go back to, you know, servos that are not digital. Because this is definitely the way to go. And a radio, of course, man. Nice little LCD screen. It's, oh, another thing that I noticed about this radio is that the wheel on this radio is a lot bigger than the wheel on the Futaba, you know, the steering wheel, which I like a lot, you know what I mean, because it's easier to steer the car with the big one than it is with the little one and shit, because, you know, with the little one I end up oversteering a lot. But this thing is nice, man. This, you know, get a nice good grip in your hand. It's a lot bigger than this one. Get a nice little grip and shit. Definitely a much better radio than my previous one, the Futaba one, you know. And it's only $100. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. And it's probably got the same amount range as the Futaba. I don't think it has less range than a $72 radio. You know what I mean? So far, so good. Knock on wood. What else am I missing here? I think that's about it, guys. That's about it. I ran the car like maybe an hour ago. Was, you know, zigzagging and shit in front of the house, and sounds good. It runs good. Everything's fine, man. Everything is fine. I adjusted the brakes. I adjusted the throttle and shit. Like, I could adjust the extension on these servos, which is really awesome. So it doesn't, you know, extend all the way. Like, I have this, the throttle extended. I put it on 70. Because if I put it on 100, it's just too much and I'll end up breaking something, you know. I don't need it to go, you know, extend 100%. So I put it on 70 on throttle and 70 on the brake. Before that, when I didn't have it, you know, the servos would extend all the way. And, you know, you could see the plastic and shit fucking bending and flexing and shit because it was just too much. But now that I have this thing set up, it's awesome. Nothing's flexing, nothing's bending. Everything's fine, you know. Everything's the way it's supposed to be, man. I'm very happy. Definitely worth the money, man. I'm very happy about that shit. What else? Oh, I got my lights working. I told you guys, Steve sent me that light bolt for my XCR light kit, which I hooked up. Everything's running. And that's about it, man. I'm just waiting for the weather to break, guys. I'm just waiting for some nice weather to break through, man. Hopefully, next week, next Saturday, it's going to be 64 degrees. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks, man, we're going to have, you know, a lot of days in the 60s and whatnot. And I will be going to my favorite bass spot, and I will make some running videos, guys, as well. And I'm also fucking around with that camera that I bought. Where is this fucking thing? I bought this fucking thing. It's a wannabe GoPro. It's a Akaso 700 or 7000 something. It's a 4K camera. But, you know, I'm having a problem linking this camera to my phone and shit. I can't get the sound out, you know what I mean? Like, I could download the videos from this camera to my phone, but it doesn't put out any sound. I don't know why. I have no idea why. It's a pain in the ass. As a matter of fact, after this video, I have another video of me running my Slash that I recorded on this video. What I did is I mounted the camera on top of my Slash, and I was just doing speed runs and shit. I was by my boy's house over there. So I'm gonna put it on later on tonight. I'm gonna put that out. And I want to see if I can hear the sound on it. If not, I got to go back and work on this fucking thing. Alright guys, that's about it, man. I'm going to make it quick and short, man. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, man, if you guys looking to get a nice steering servo, I highly recommend these, man. The D845 high-tech servos, man. These things are fucking awesome. They are programmable. They are wide voltage. They got steel gears. They're waterproof. They got a aluminum heatsink on the motor, and you know the casing's aluminum. You just can't go wrong with it. You can't go wrong with it. It says operation voltage DC, anywhere from 3.5 to 8.4 fucking volts. The fact that you could run this fucking thing on 8.4 volts is amazing. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't run it. I mean, the next thing, and you guys got to realize something. I'm running these servos on a 6-volt battery. I have a 6-volt Venom battery. It's 3,000 milliamps. You know what I mean? They're not strong batteries to begin with, but they're strong enough, man. They give me enough juice to run these servos and shit. You know what I mean? That's another thing. The King Motor servos, when I was running them on 6-volt, they wouldn't put out as much as fucking torque, you know, on a 6-volt battery like these. I mean, I think they were putting out about 400 ounces of torque on a 6-volt. These put out 565 ounces of torque on 6-volt, which is amazing. And on 7.4 volts on a LiPo battery, I get 698 ounces of torque, which is amazing. I could probably, like I said, I could pick up a 20-pound bag of potatoes with these servos. That's how strong they are. And I think that's about it, boys. That's about it, man. Let me know what you guys think about these servos and the radio, man. Leave your comments down below. I'll see you guys later. Peace.